tung taso sang tu maso tung kapabi sang tu mapange siapa ino ngo griang badang bapuji gdine Nawali olu yidube yidu tawke olu yibani tukubak oni tukubek eni tukubek awu nawali olu yidile awu yibani olu jimangam awu yibani olu yibude olu pawule awu yibani ajikamindu sang tu maso tung kapabi sang tu mapange siapa ino.
Thank you for showing us the video. Video arigato gozaimasu. To start today's event, may I please request His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, Ambassador of India to Japan, to make the inaugural remarks. Hajime ni chiu nichi indotai shino C.B. George Kakayori Kaikai no go aisatsu onegai itashimasu.
Good afternoon, everybody. Your Excellency Sri Pasang Dorji Sona, Honorable Tourism Minister, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Swapnil M. Naik, Secretary Tourism, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Mr. Bulo Mamu, Secretary Industries, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Ms. Kime Bune, Assistant Vice President, Invest India. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, a very good evening to you all. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this India's Northeast Arunachal Pradesh seminar to highlight on the tourism and business opportunities in the beautiful state of Northeast of India, Arunachal Pradesh, and to explore potential for collaboration for mutually beneficial partnership between Japan and Arunachal Pradesh. I am very happy that we have the presence of His Excellency, Mr. Pasang Dorji Sona, Honorable Tourism Minister, himself has come to join this event virtually, and also the presence of Secretary Tourism and Secretary Industries. It is my, it is so heartening to see that there has been an effort to promote India-Japan relationship in the Northeast. And I'm very happy that we have a good audience present here as well. Friends, Northeast region comprising of our 8 states and an international borders of more than 5,000 kilometers is a gateway to India's ancient cultural relationship with East and Southeast Asia. The region is a kaleidoscope of rich cultural, linguistic, ecological, and geopolitical diversity. Today, we are focusing on Arunachal Pradesh. This is the 7th series of seminars on northeastern states of India that we have been organizing since February this year. Arunachal Pradesh is India's one of the most beautiful states of India, the first Indian soil to greet the rising sun. With an area of 83,740 square kilometers, it is the largest of the northeastern states. It is, it has a distinct tradition and customs which make each one of us proud. It is perhaps one of the most picturesque tourist destination of India with its lofty mountains, snow-clad peaks, lush green valleys, numerous streams, roaring rivers, deep gorges, thousands of species of flora and fauna, and an endless variation of scenic beauty. With 9 wildlife sanctuaries, 2 national parks, and 1 biosphere reserve, it is a biodiversity hotspot. It is dotted with innumerable historical monuments and archaeological remains which bear testimony to its rich cultural heritage. I would like to mention that this year we are celebrating the India-Japan Year of Tourism with its focus on connecting Himalayas with Mount Fuji. I am very happy to announce that as part of our efforts to promote the northeastern states, its trade, its tourism, and its industrial collaboration with the rest of the world, we would be focusing more on promoting this region in Japan. From now onwards, uh, every day we would be tweeting on Northeast and with also its focus on Arunachal Pradesh. So we have been focusing on Northeast, as I said, for more than a year, and we will continue to do in the months and years to come. It makes us all proud to promote this most beautiful part of India with its natural resources and its natural beauty. We have several speakers lined up, including Honorable Tourism Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. And when you look at the Northeast in India's special strategic and global partnership, the Northeast is very important. I'm very happy that Japan is participant in many of the projects we do in the Northeast. And I'm hopeful that in coming months, we will have more Japanese projects in the Northeastern states, including in Arunachal Pradesh. As far as we are concerned, we will continue to promote Northeast, which is the most vibrant of India's beautiful landscape. So once again, I welcome our Honorable Minister and the secretaries who are present, and also our friends who are present in this audience today. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, sir, for the inaugural remarks. May I now invite His Excellency Mr. Pasang Dorji Sona, Honorable Tourism Minister, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, to make the virtual remarks. Suzuki Mashte Pasang Dorji Sona Kanko Daijin, Arunachal Pradesh Shu, Seifu Yori Wachar Gokoeno Itadakimasu.
Thank you so much. Am I audible? Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Japan. Thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity to showcase Arunachal through the virtual mode and the initiative taken by the Japan Embassy of India. I would like to acknowledge the presence of His Excellency Indian Ambassador to Japan, Mr. C.B. George, representative from various companies present there, and Japanese tour operators and agencies, media persons, and all ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to extend my thanks for giving us this opportunity to present Arunachal at the global level. Arunachal, as His Excellency has already elaborated, that Arunachal is one of the largest state in the northeastern state, covering more than 85,000 square kilometer, where we boast of having more than 80% of forest coverage. And secondly, we are the largest repository of the cultural diversity in Arunachal Pradesh. So here, the culture thrive in a real sense, because even if you go to the urban area, even if you go to the rural area, even if you go anywhere, you'll see the culture thriving, still thriving. We can see the culture so vibrant, and the people here, we have so many cultural diversities that even at the distance of 1 or 2 kilometers, you can see a different dialect spoken, different kind of textile pattern, different kind of practice, different kind of customs. So that is the beauty of Arunachal Pradesh. And Arunachal, as a tourism, we have host of things to kind of offer to the world, because right from the adventure to the culture to the mountain to the even the tropical forest and the alpine. So to dwell in the detail out, we obviously Secretary Tourism will be talking in detail about what are the tourism potentials in Arunachal and how we can try to be one of the biggest tourism industry in the India as Arunachal is concerned and the Northeast in general. So for this, I will not take much time. I'd like to once again thank Japan Embassy, Indian Embassy in Japan for giving us this opportunity to present ourselves in the virtual mode, and later sometime in September from 26 to 27, I think we are participating in the JATA also. There also we will get an opportunity. We hope that we'll get a proper opportunity to showcase our tourism potential there in Japan. So just for as a highlight, I'd like to tell you that Arunachal will not fail to surprise you if you visit there. So I request all the tour operators and all the people present there to know Arunachal better. And we are on the digital platform. We can always visit us on our website and different digital portals and platforms like YouTube and Instagram and all. You get to see us more of there. And during our trip to Japan, during the JATA, there also we will be trying to interact with all your tour operators and try to interact in more details and try to make you understand our potential and our strength in the tourism sector here in Arunachal Pradesh. With these few words, I'd like to once again thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Moving ahead, may I now invite Mr. Swapnil M. Nayak, Secretary, Tourism, Government of Arunachal Pradesh for a virtual presentation on tourism opportunities in Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh yu seifu no kanko tanto, chokan Swapnil M. Nayak, shiori kanko no kikai ni kansuru virtual presentation o itadakimasu.
Thank you. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Thank you all for this opportunity to project Arunachal and its tourism potential to the to Japan, as the Honorable Minister just stated. We'll have a small, about 10-15 minutes presentation on Arunachal and its potential for tourism. Next. As it was already stated, we are one of the easternmost parts of India, and the area is 83,743 square kilometers. We are one of the biggest states of India and the biggest in the northeast. You can see the location of Arunachal on the map here. Next. Some unique features of Arunachal Pradesh. We have a total area of 83,743 square kilometers, as already mentioned. The forest cover of Arunachal Pradesh is around 80%. I think it's the second highest forest coverage in India. And the sun rises first in the India and as well as in the state at Dong Valley. This is the easternmost point from where we see the rising sun on India at first rays of the sun fall on this area. It's home to 23 major tribes and numerous sub-tribes. As Honorable Minister was saying, we have a lot of variation of customs and traditions, even in a few kilometers area. That's the reason because of the 23 major tribes, numerous sub-tribes. It's a biodiversity hotspot. We have 9 wildlife sanctuaries, 2 national parks, and 1 biosphere reserve. The climate also, there is a large variation in climate. We have climate ranging from subtropical to temperate to alpine. As we go up towards the north, we have different types of climates we see. Best one to travel is from October to April. However, some locations can be visited throughout the year, like the capital, Itanagar and surrounding areas can be visited. Namsa and other areas, you can visit all throughout the year. Just to focus on biodiversity assets of Arunachal Pradesh, we have more than 5,000 varieties of flowering plants, 600 more than 600 orchid varieties, about 75 rhododendron varieties, more than 45 types of timber yielding trees, more than 45 types of bamboos, and about 17 types of canes, more than 500 types of medicinal plants. This is in the plant diversity. In the animals, we have about 210, more than 220 species of mammals, more than 10 species of primates, birds, around 850 varieties, reptiles about 115, amphibians about more than 50, fishes more than 215 varieties, then butterflies more than 900 varieties. In fact, more and more research is being carried out. We are getting more and more new varieties. Even some varieties which were thought to be extinct have now been found here in Arunachal Pradesh. These are the various tourist circuits which are presently open in Arunachal Pradesh. I am specifically mentioning this because in Arunachal Pradesh we have a system of permits for foreign nationals. And once you get a PAP, it is called Protected Area Permit, you can visit any of this area of the 14 areas. So you cannot visit any areas outside this area. Main reason for that being that considering the huge area of Arunachal Pradesh and the security of the tourists themselves, the government has thought that it should be restricted to certain areas so that in case of any issue, then we can have any response mechanism in place. There are also proposals for new destinations, but right now these are 14 ones which are in force. The various products from tourism side which we can offer, these are various fairs and festivals. We have a slide on the fairs and festivals. There are a large number of fairs and festivals. Each tribe has its own major festival, plus there are festivals of sub-tribes, also harvest festivals and others. Adventure tourism, as I said, huge number of rivers, snow, all types of climates, so different types of adventures are possible. Rural tourism also, we have a lot of opportunities. People have preserved their culture, and so you get to see a lot of the traditional rituals, the rural tourism, wildlife tourism, spiritual tourism, also experiential tourism. We have some details in the further slides. As I was mentioning, these are the major local festivals. These are celebrated in the mostly in the tribal, especially in their tribal area, but also all over Arunachal. The tourism department also promotes these festivals in their calendars. So the closest festival right now is Solung, which is coming this 1st of September. And there's the Tree Festival, which happens on 5th of July, Mopin on the 5th of April, Losar, which is celebrated between January and February every year, Sidoni in January, Sanken again on 14th of April, Newcomb, this is a major festival celebrated on 26th February, Momol, 25th April, Chiyoda-ku, 25th November, Ray, Tamladu, and Chindang. The details are given here. These are various tourism festivals which are promoted through tourism department also. We have the Tawang Festival, then we have Zero Festival of Music. Zero Festival of Music is now become very popular, and it is one of the top 10 rock festivals around in the world from what we have information. The Adventure at Mechuka Festival, the Pangso Pass International Festival. This is on the border of in India and Myanmar. The Pangso Pass. The Orange Festival. This is at a place called Orange Festival is held, and this is in Dambuk, it's a place in the eastern part of Arunachal. Then the Basar Confluence Festival, this is also a very important festival. It shows all the traditional heritage, especially of the Galo community, and these festivals are being celebrated in forward. Adventure tourism activities, we have listed only some of them. Trekking, we are developing some tracks are already there which are quite developed. So we are developing more tracks in the next coming years. Rafting and kayaking, we have a lot of rivers. Kayaking and rafting possible. Most of the places it is possible all throughout the year. Some places the currents are very fast in the rainy season, so it's restricted. Bird and butterfly, and I think based on our experience and the PAPs which we issue, I think the Japanese tourists are very much interested in bird and butterfly watching activities. We have a bird sanctuaries here. So this is a good opportunity for the Japanese tourists to be coming here for this activities and camping, angling, paragliding, mountain terrain biking, all those adventure tourism activities are available in various parts of the state. Some of the destinations for adventure, which we are just trying to highlight. In Mechuka, we have paragliding, mountain terrain, biking, zip lining. Zip line, this is one of the longest in the northeast, which is available at Mechuka. There are trekking trails in Mechuka. In the Nishmi Hills, we have the famous 7 Lakes track. Must have heard. It's quite popular. A lot of material available on the social media about this. A lot of videos also available, famous 7 Lakes track. And Tawang, we have a mountain terrain biking event actually which is now been conducted by the Munduro cycling event. There is a Bailey Trail. This is also quite famous. There are birding destinations in Tawang. And the Siang and Subansiri rivers, these are well known for whitewater rafting, kayaking, angling. The golden master fish is a very popular variety in this rivers. In the rural tourism aspects, we have a lot of festivals which we already detailed. There are a lot of handicrafts and textiles. Each tribe has its own designs of textiles. They are still being hand woven and done very painstakingly. Carpets are available, jackets are available. In fact, I'm wearing one of the jackets of one of the communities here. There's like various cuisines. Each tribe has a variation in the cuisines. There are a lot of folklores surrounding the various events which are there in here. Rituals and ceremonials. We saw some of the festivals which were being celebrated, and for lifestyle tourism also there is a potential. The wildlife sanctuary, it was just mentioned, we already have nine wildlife sanctuaries, 2 national parks, and 1 biosphere reserve. The Namdapha National Park is home to all the 4 big cats, the leopard, the snow leopard, the clouded leopard, as well as the tiger. I think the combination is very rare that you have all 3-4 varieties of big cats in one place. The best butterfly trails are in the Tale Valley Forest and the Namdapha National Park. The Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary and Mechuka is one of the most popular birding destinations. As I had already mentioned, more than 850 species of birds have been documented here, and more are being documented. Among the spiritual tourism, we have a lot of tourist sites here. I think most of these are belonging to the Hindu faith as well as to the Buddhist faith. And the spiritual tourism, actually, two main types of Buddhism is being practiced here. The Mahayana and the Kenan or the Theravada Buddhism. So these are the various spiritual tourism spots: the Parshuram Kund, the Tawang Monastery, Malini Than Temple, Golden Pagoda, Birang Monastery, the Samten Yongcha Monastery, the Lagya Gompa, Wigiling Monastery, Chilipam Monastery, Kuting Monastery, and Kardo Hill Shivlinga. There are many more such sites. These are just some of the major ones which we are just trying to highlight. Experiential tourism, yes. Actually, all these photos which you are seeing as part of the slides are the actual location photos. This is what we have to offer. There are a lot of sightseeing opportunities. What you see on the right side, top photograph is the Tawang Monastery. This is the second biggest monastery in the world, in Asia. Okay. Nature walk, there is snowfall experience, camping, road trips, village visits, participation in traditional rituals, wine and cuisine testing, homestay experiences. Here, you find a lot of homestays, and the government also is promoting these homestays. So, any location you go, even in the remote areas, you will find homestays which are properly classified into different categories as per the facilities available, and they are registered with the department. Some of the homestays is also available on our website. Craft making is one of the experiences which you can have. It's now well connected by all the 3 modes. There are a lot of interstate buses. You can travel here from Guwahati or any other town, from Assam, or there are taxis, rental cars are available. Airports, we have the Holangi Airport, which is situated in Itanagar. There is a Dibrugarh Airport, which is just close to the border with Arunachal. It's in Assam, but it's it's close to the border. Then Guwahati Airport is in Assam, but again it is very convenient if you want to travel to Chawang and some other areas of the west. Pasighat, Zero, Mechuka, and Teju. These are actually LGs or small airports. There are helicopter services running to these places, or there are small 17-seater planes running on this LGs. Railway stations, we have the Naharlagan railway station, Dibrugarh railway station, and Rangia railway station. These are the major stations in Arunachal. Just a brief on the protected area permits, which I just mentioned. The protected area permits are compulsory for any foreign national to visit Arunachal Pradesh. The procedure is not very difficult. We have these are issued by Indian missions abroad, so it can be made. It is available at Tokyo also. Ministry of Home Affairs issues this. The Home Commissioner, Government of Arunachal also issued it, and we also, Department of Tourism, we have offices in New Delhi, Kolkata, Guwahati. We can issue it issued through them. Now the procedure is also online on the Home Department's portal, so it's very convenient and fast. You only have to give a copy of the passport. A form is there available, and your e-visa or visa which is given has to be attached. Actually, this is just to inform the inner line permits, but this is not relevant to foreign visitors. This is for domestic tourists also. We require to have this inner line permits to enter into Arunachal Pradesh. I think that's all from the Arunachal tourism side. All our social media handles and our website details which can be noted. We have the Facebook. We are available as Arunachal Tourism, Instagram also as Arunachal Tourism, Twitter or X now. It's at Arunachal TSM, and our website is arunachaltourism.com. So again, thank you all for being part of this presentation. And as the sir mentioned, we will be appearing along with the India Pavilion in Tata, which is happening on 26th to 28th of September. So we hope to meet you there again, and any further details we can share with you at that time also. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving ahead, may I now request Ms. Bulo Mamu, Secretary Industries, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, for a virtual presentation on business and investment opportunities in the state. Arunachal Pradesh yu seifuno sangyo tanto chokan, Buro Mamu Shiyori, business matawa toshi kikai ni kansuru virtual presentation o itadakimasu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving this. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you the information in Arunachal Pradesh. So next, let's dive into the reason why this state in Northeast is not just a promising region, but also an excellent choice for investment. As previously by our speakers, that Arunachal Pradesh is the biggest state in the northeast part of India. And there has been recent improvements, infrastructural improvements, like over 50,000 kilometers of new roads, development of 4 new airports, which has made it much easier than ever to access this region. Hence, this is the right time to invest in Arunachal Pradesh. Next. So why Arunachal Pradesh? Here's why investing in Arunachal Pradesh. It's a very smart choice. We have very supportive policies here. The state government is eager to help businesses set up. We are rich in resources. We have fertile land. We have 8 major river basins, and we have untapped natural resources. Our young population here, they are very fluent in both the languages of Hindi and English. And also our state, we are a very peaceful state, and the state is known for its law-abiding and peaceful people. Next. In the course of this presentation, I'll be focusing on a few areas where there is good investment potential for our state. First of them is this agri-horticulture and food processing sector in Arunachal Pradesh. Our agriculture and horticulture sectors, they are very strong. We produce a lot of organic goods like kiwi, large cardamom, apple, mandarin oranges, pineapple, and there is also very good potential for oil palm and bamboo. We have a recent investment by a company called 3F Oil Palm. It has already made an investment of 28 crore here in the Lower Dibang Valley district. So this makes our agri-horti sector a top area for investment. Next. Because Arunachal has such a diverse climate, we grow many different crops, and hence there is surplus production also of our agri-horti products, which makes it really a good opportunity to have a good food processing industry here. So investing in this area could help us to turn raw produce into valuable products. Next. So to develop, currently our state, we have worked on developing agri-horticultures. We are looking for investment in these agri-horti clusters that we have, that you can see here on the screen. This is also an initiative of our central ministry to have one product for each district. So it's in one district, one product initiative, in which we have already classified our districts where particular products are the star products, and we are looking forward to starting major clusters for the food processing of these products, and hence it is a good investment opportunity. To boost our food processing industry, our government has made some investment to open a mega food park, which is very close to our capital city. So these mega food park will host about 25 to 35 industries on food processing, and currently it is under construction. We are developing the infrastructure here. So this is a very good opportunity for investments who are looking for opportunities in food processing sector. So the next sector where Arunachal Pradesh offers a good platform is the hydrocarbon resources. At present, we have only explored or discovered 27% of our total potential. So 73% of the hydrocarbon reserve here is yet to be discovered. Talking about the mineral resources in Arunachal Pradesh, we are largely rich in 4 of the mineral resources: limestone, graphite, dolomite, and quartzite. So these can support various industries and offer more investment chances. Another sector where our government is focusing right now is on IT and ITES investment. We have very talented young workforce here who are fluent in English and Hindi as well, and also who are highly qualified to work in these sectors. So this makes Arunachal Pradesh a great place for PPOs and also KPOs because we have very skilled labor pool ready to work. Another sector where our investment policies majorly focus on is on hydropower. Arunachal Pradesh has 40% of India's total hydropower potential, and out of which we have only harnessed 1% of it. So there's remaining 38 or 39%, which is yet to be harnessed. So this is a very good sector and a very good investment opportunity, this can secure our country's energy needs, as well as it can also meet climate change goals of the interested companies. So in the last 2 years, we have had 2 huge hydropower projects inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister. This is the hydropower project of capacity of 600 megawatt, which was inaugurated in the month of November 2022. Next. And more recently, 2,880 watts, 2.8 gigawatt of capacity Dibang multi-purpose hydropower project was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister in the month of March. Another sector where we have very good potential for investment is textile and handicrafts. As mentioned by our earlier speakers, Arunachal has 23 major tribes, sorry, there's an error, the 23 major tribes and more than 100 sub-tribes. And each tribe, they have distinct dialect, cuisine, attire, customs, and festivals, which is very rich and diverse. So Arunachal Pradesh, it's a hotspot. Fabric, dresses, and crafts and art forms, all of which have potential for mass production as well as export. Coming to textile and handicrafts in Arunachal, there is very good opportunities for investment in textiles. We are currently working on a very robust handloom and handicraft policy also, in which we are looking forward to develop program initiatives for technology, upgradation, infrastructure creation, capacity building, and also skill development. On those lines, we have also collaborated with our country's top design institutes, such as the National Institute of Foreign Technology and also the National Institute of Design in Ahmedabad, to conduct a tracer study on the business structure and the social and cultural conditions of our artisans and craftsmen, with particular focus on women workforce here, and to come up with new design interventions that can take forward our textile sector to newer heights next. So one of the focus current trust sector is production of silk, which is called sericulture. Arunachal Pradesh has a very dedicated department for this purpose. We have a department of sericulture, and as I understand, silk is very popular in Japan also, which makes it a very mutually beneficial partnership. More recently, our Department of Agriculture has also has ventured into ahimsa silk cultivation, also known as peace silk or non-cruelty silk, where the larva is not killed to produce silk. So a very small batch of a pilot project we have started. So this is also something new, something innovative, which if the investors are interested, they can collaborate with our state. Next. The Arunachal Pradesh investment and industrial policy is very investor friendly, very business friendly. We already have 17 land banks across Arunachal Pradesh, out of which in 9 of the industrial land banks we have vacant plots available, where any investor or any industry, if they want to set up industries, we have these industrial lands available, for which already a lot of the regulatory licenses or regulatory NOCs are already cleared. So in all, spread across these 9 industrial estates, we have 767 acres of area available. So anyone who's interested in setting up an industry, you are welcome. So Arunachal Pradesh, it has very strong economic performance, or also growth-driven policies. These are the macroeconomic achievements of Arunachal, just for a quick snapshot for industry, if they're interested in knowing the progress that Arunachal has made in macroeconomic terms. So as you can see, our performance has been very good, and this makes Arunachal an attractive place for investment, and we are committed to making the business environment even better. Next. So just briefly, for the investment ecosystem in Arunachal Pradesh, we have set up an Arunachal Pradesh Innovation and Investment Park, and we have a dedicated investment promotion agency, which is constantly working on making the investment policy of Arunachal even more investor friendly. This agency also provides a single window clearance system to make the investment process. Next. So these are few of the initiatives that our state has taken towards digital governance. Our state has dedicatedly worked towards digitizing a lot of the government processes, and it demonstrates our commitment towards investor-friendly digital governance. In conclusion, next, our state government, we are dedicated to make Arunachal Pradesh a top investment destination. We believe that with the interest that the Japanese side are showing, we can grow our economy and contribute to our development. We welcome the investors and look forward to further interaction to make Arunachal your future investment and have a mutually beneficial partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. At the end, may I please invite Ms. Kime Bione, Assistant Vice President in West India, to make a virtual presentation on investment opportunities in Arunachal Pradesh. Saigoni Invest India Fukushacho Kime Bione Shiori Arunachal Pradesh Shu Deno Toshiki Kai ni Kansuru Bache presentation o itadakitai to omoimasu.
Thank you very much. Am I audible? I'm just sharing the screen. Is my screen visible? Hello? Is my screen visible? Yes. It is in full screen. Good afternoon, everyone. Respected His Excellency Mr. Sibi George, Ambassador of India to Japan, Sir Pasang Dorji, Sir, Honorable Tourism Minister, distinguished members of Japan and senior officials from Government of Arunachal Pradesh. To begin, I would like to thank Embassy of Japan for giving this opportunity, for letting us be part of this India-Japan collaboration, and especially focusing on Northeast India and Arunachal Pradesh. Now, just for a benefit of all, I'll just briefly introduce what Invest India is. So Invest India is a national investment promotion agency. We are under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. We act as a bridge between the government and the industry. We have been facilitating the investment in India and in the region. So we help the companies in opportunity assessment, in location assessment, in guiding in the policies, in any redressal issues, and also for forging long-term partnership with any industry associations. This is the entire life cycle. We help the companies to invest in India, from pre-investment to grounding the investment and the aftercare. So our team is Invest India is housed with country teams and sector teams and the states team, which help the companies to invest in the region, and especially like if for Japan, then for the Japanese companies to invest in India. So this is also supported by the virtual platform. We have the entire repository on the details on the sector opportunities, and the details are housed in the Invest India website. All the India Industrial Land Bank is available in the India Industrial Land Bank website. All the investable project opportunities is available in the National Infrastructure Pipeline IIG portal. We have a dedicated desk, Japan Plus desk at Invest India, which was founded in October 2014. So this is a strategic bilateral initiative between India and Japan to promote and facilitate and retain Japan investment in India. The team closely work with Japan Plus, METI, and JETRO. So this is a JETRO 37 survey in which 5,000 plus Japanese companies was surveyed, in which it was shown that 60% of the Japanese companies has confidence in India to reinvestment in the region. So just this is a graph which represent the how India is ready for Japanese companies to come in and invest. So in the last few years, there are around 4,900 companies which has established their manufacturing units in India, and among these, there are 72 Japanese establishments in the northeastern region. This is the trade in which in the financial year 2022, around 21.8 billion total trade has happened, in which export from India had been around billion USD, and imports from Japan had been around 16.4 billion USD. The total FDI equity inflow had come to around 22.5 billion USD. So this has been across the 5 sectors, which you can see in the screen, especially in the automobile, service, drugs and pharmaceutical, metallurgical industries, and the equipments. So this is just an overview of the economic scenario of India. Northeast India is the new frontier growth of India.
Disconnect the slide and open it again. Reshare it again. It's not moving. It's not moving. Hello. Slide is not moving here to the audience. Slide is not moving for the audience, so disconnect and connect again.
Okay.
Stop sharing and then.
I think there's some technical glitch. I just got a call. I am disconnecting and reconnecting again.
ちょっと技術的な問題で申し訳ないんですが、もうすぐつながると思います。
Am I audible? Yeah, I think my screen was not moving. Just give me a moment here. Just give me a moment. Is my screen visible? Yes, yes. So I was just covering on the economic scenario of Northeast India. It is the new growth engine. So within the 75 years, Northeast has been emerging in the economy. There has been a tremendous growth in the GDP, amounting like at the current price amounting to USD of 81.73 billion. So this GDP is almost double in the last 10 years. No? So the Northeast India contributes to 2.8% of India's GDP with a growth rate of 16.1% and a CAGR growth rate of 7.5%. So under this Government of India initiative on Viksit Bharat, the goal of Northeast is to reach India's GDP of percentage of 6% by 2025, to improve the sub-regional connectivity to South and Southeast Asia through BBIN and BIMSTEC, to enhance the tourism contribution to reach 8 to 13% by 2035, as well as to increase the share of agri-allied by 6% by 2035. Coming to the next slide, I think this has been almost covered by our Secretary, Madam Industries. Just I wanted to highlight here is that the current contribution in the industry is around 12.8% as per the financial year 2022. So this depicts that a lot of work has to be worked around to attract industry in the region. Of course, understanding the economic and sustainability scenario of the region. some of the mutual sector which was already highlighted earlier. In addition, I just want to add the education and skill development is something which we can tap in as well. I think most of the things were covered in the previous presentation. I just wanted to highlight here that like Arunachal Pradesh is one of the best state in ease of living. It has a pleasant climate, with an average temperature during winter it's 15 degree to 21 and summer 20 to 29 degrees Celsius. The second largest forest cover contributing to 79.33% of the total state's total geographical area. In the happiness index, Arunachal also lists amongst the happy state. Like as last mentioned, Mizoram was there, but amongst the northeastern state also, Arunachal tops in the list. There has been a lot of initiative which has been taken by our current CM Shri Pema Khanduji to enhance the ease of living. This is to propel the development of Viksit Arunachal in the district level to tailor the growth strategy for the local needs, focusing on the last mile citizen service delivery. Institutional and policy framework has been already covered. There are some new upcoming new sectoral policies which the state is working in and will be out in this will be coming out soon. Some of them are the healing and wellness tourism policy, horticulture policy, etc. Something I want to highlight in today's presentation is the Unnati scheme. Unnati scheme is a scheme which Government of India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, DPIIT released. It has a scheme outlay of around 10,037 crore, in which a single company or one unit from one unit can avail up to a maximum of 250 crores. So basically, three specific incentives are covered under the scheme. A, the capital subsidy, in which 30% of investment under plant and machinery or for construction of building and durable physical asset up to 5 crore will be 5 crore will be reimbursed. So categorically, it has been divided into Zone A and Zone B. Zone A is for the advanced district, and Zone B is for the backward district. So in the interest subvention, 3% for Zone A is being given, 5% for Zone B, with a total principal amount of 250 crore for 7 years. The third incentive which is being provided is the manufacture and service incentives. And with 100% the net payment in this GST for 10 years could be reimbursed, with a maximum limit of 75% of plant and machinery for Zone A and 100% of eligible value of investment in plant machinery for Zone B. So these are some of the key investment that happened in the last financial years. Like in the left hand side, it covers the northeastern states. So, for example, if the Tata Group has recently invested around 27,000 crore for setting up of semiconductor assembly testing facility in Assam. There's another engagement that is happening is in the PepsiCo, who has invested 778 crore in Assam, and again there's another big investment that's happening in Shillong for setting up the courtyard Merit in Shillong. Coming to Arunachal, like Arunachal is an emerging state coming to investment. So these are some of the investment that have happened in oil palm, as ma'am has already mentioned, and there are some food and beverage like Cubok, Kingfisher, who have invested in the region. I also wanted to highlight some of the key engagement with Japan, which Invest India had been engaging in collaboration with M-Donor. So during last year, under the Northeast Global Investment Summit, we had a Japan Focus Roundtable in coordination with Embassy of Japan. We had a specific roundtable with Nagaland as an emerging destination, and also like as an outcome of it, an MOU is signed between Arts Incorporation and Nagaland University for skill development and Japanese language session language course, in which the session will start soon. I believe this Incorporation has also reached out to the state of Arunachal Pradesh for skilling purpose, in which like in coordination with the state, we would be facilitating. These are some of the proposed engagement avenues of collaboration which we feel India, Japan and Arunachal Pradesh should look up at. One is development of modern industrial park in coordination with JICA and JETRO, and if for technical partnership for product development and backward linkages, specifically in the bamboo sector and as well as the wellness sector. Contract farming, if there's a way to grow shiitake mushroom cultivation in the similar way as it was done in Meghalaya, where there's a buyback from the company, a Japanese company, and AVG sector as anime industry is a flourishing industry in Japan, is something which we can tap in. Also, as we can see that 20% of SMEs are in India, and majorly 80% of the SMEs are in China or Bangladesh. So this is something which we can tap in. Arunachal being a state where like attracting bigger companies might be a challenge, but in the SME sectors, targeting Japanese companies, we are more than happy to collaborate. Some of the way to engage could be, having a super sector-focused roundtable or roadshows in association with JICA or JETRO in these particular sectors. Maybe it could be in Japan or maybe somewhere in the state as well. So also we can explore trading of some of the raw materials, semi-processed and processed material for some agri-horticulture products. No? So we at Invest India, we would be happy to support in doing those specific targeting and facilitating companies in these mutual sectors. So this is our team. We are based out of Guwahati and Delhi. So any kind of investment or engagement with Arunachal and other northeastern states, we are more than happy to facilitate your investment in the region. Thank you from my side.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we conclude today's event. We would like to thank all the speakers for their time and knowledge sharing. Also, we would like to thank all the participants for joining with us in the event for today. これをもちまして、本日のセミナーを終了とさせていただきます。貴重な時間をいただいて講演者とご参加いただいた皆様に感謝いたします。We will have a networking session with refreshments at the foyer just outside this venue. We hope you will join us. この講堂のすぐ外にあるホヤで軽食とネットワーキングセッションを開催されます。ぜひご参加くださいませ。では、ホヤまでお進めください。ありがとうございます。